Hello, fam. How y'all doing? I'm here. She did it. I'm here, y'all. How's it going? Welcome to the Love Lab and Thanksgiving prep. Happy to see y'all tonight. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come on in here. Let me get everything set up. It's going to be interesting and it's going to be a little different tonight. But worry not. It'll still be enjoyable. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get in here so I can see your comments and things. You know what I mean? Your comments and whatnot, so forth and so on. And I can say hello. Here we go. All right, I am. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me shut it down. All right, there we go, fam. We're here. How everybody doing? How y'all doing, YouTube? How y'all doing over there? Twitter, how y'all doing? Everybody ready for the big day? I am excited. Y'all know, well, I stay excited. I stay on 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, but I'm telling you, I do. Okay, so hey, Joy, I see my friend Joy is watching. Happy Thanksgiving, Joy. I haven't seen you in a while. And I'm just trying to keep up with everything that's happening. So y'all, woo, it has been a day. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. We're cooking tonight, but we're not, but we are. Okay, here's what I mean. Tomorrow, I want you guys to mark your calendars or whatever, or set up your DVRs and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, because tomorrow I'm going to be on Good Day DC at 10:40. Okay, and we're going to Calabama-ize Thanksgiving. Oh, 10:40 a.m. Shane just reminded me, because I don't want y'all to come up at night and think I'm going to be your nighttime show. I'm not going to be your nighttime show. I'm going to be in the morning. Hey, Melvie says you've been missing me. I've been missing you too. I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, guys, tomorrow morning at 10:40, okay? And so even if you don't live in the area, it's going to be 10:40 Eastern time. You can watch, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be on Fox 5. I love the Fox 5 here. They are so much fun. We always have a good time together. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. And I like being on the TV. Y'all know I do. Y'all know I like being on the TV. So anyway, so I've been getting ready for that. So we're doing a Calabama version of Thanksgiving, which means we're taking things that are classics that you love and we're putting a new twist on them to make them your own, right? Because that's what you do. That's all that Calabama really is. It's classic and contemporary, which means it takes what you know, where you're from, and it combines your current experiences, also known as where you are. It puts them together, and when you put them together, you got Calabama cooking. So I've got really fun things I'm going to show tomorrow on Fox. I've been cooking all day, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you guys to spoil it, because I'm afraid if I spoil it, then I can't. I don't want to do that to the producers. And I want everybody to be surprised. But I will tell you this much: it's a different way to have turkey. I'm gonna leave it at that. A different way to have turkey. So what I figured I'd do tonight, guys, is you see my kitchen. I have it all spick and span, so we can have our beautiful cooking time, and I can do my Price is Right. Hello, welcome to the Love Lab. You see, I have all that set up. I don't have that set up tonight because this is the reality of what it looks like to prep for a set. If you go over to my Instagram stories, you will see a picture of the sink loaded with dishes. And that's what it really looks like. The segments are a lot of fun. I love doing them. But y'all getting ready for a segment on TV is some serious work. Okay. I mean, a lot goes into it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So having tons of fun. These are some mashed sweet potatoes here. I'm not making mashed sweet potatoes. I'm making something with the mashed sweet potatoes. And you have to find out tomorrow what that is. Tomorrow morning. I figure though, since we're here, we're a week before Thanksgiving. If you guys have any questions about any specific dish that you want, that you're planning to make or something like that, now's a good time. Ask me. Okay, I'm here. I will try my best to answer your question. And I'm also going to tell you guys kind of how I go about my prep for Thanksgiving. Because, a lot of times we just think about, what I want to cook, There's more than just what I want to cook. When do I want to cook it? How do I want to cook it? How long is it going to take me to cook it? All of those pieces are important. And I want to share some of that with you because I learned it the hard way. I mean, my mom was good. My mom always cooked Thanksgiving dinner, and that was good. But we would go to my grandma's house, right? So grandmama would do it, and she would start like almost a month ahead of time, making stuff and freezing it and everything. But that's what grandmamas do. But over time, I've kind of figured out a few things, and it's like, okay, now that I'm getting used to it, it's making more sense. So, like, first thing I do, obviously you got to make your menu, right? So you know what you're planning to cook. Am I too far from the screen, y'all? Am I too far away? Let me find Madison. Madison, where you at? She can come push it up for me. Come push this up for me. See, I don't have all the cameras set up, so I gave her the night off. But it's not really a night off. She's back at work. She's waving at you. Push, 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 push. Ooh! Sorry, y'all. We coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming. Whoop, whoop. Move that. Ah! Is that better, y'all? There. Is that better? How's that? Okay. Now let me see if I can get my screen, my full screen. So I usually have a big old monitor up and everything too. Can I get the full screen look on here? Right here? There. But then if I do that, I can't see the comments, right? Okay. Never mind. See, I need my baby girl. Is that better, y'all? Okay. Somebody said, I'm just looking at y'all a lot better. Okay. Thank you, fam. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So someone asked on YouTube, and I'll make sure I say it. I am feeling better. I started physical therapy this week, so that was painful. I was like, oh my God. I thought I was okay until all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm not supposed to bend down. There's a whole lot of stuff I'm not supposed to do, which is hard for me because I like to do everything. But anyway, first thing you got to do for your Thanksgiving prep, step number 1, make your menu. Okay. Now I know that sounds like, but I'm serious. Make a menu of what you want, because a lot of times people go into it thinking, what are you going to cook for Thanksgiving? Oh, Thanksgiving food. Okay, that means different things to different people. And also it means a whole bunch of foods. Unless you plan to make everything under the sun, you might want to narrow it down, especially if you're having people over and you say something generic like, I'm just cooking Thanksgiving food. What is that? Right? So like I'm having a turkey and ham, and I always make a roasted rib roast. Did I say that right? Rib roast? Prime rib. I always make prime rib. Okay, there. Those are 3 meats. I enjoy that. She said, don't. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, don't. Okay. Sorry, I was reading the comment and I got confused. Anyway, so I always have 3 meats, right? Some people have more, some people have less. I like to have 3 meats, though, because I really enjoy the variety and the way that I just like all the flavors. And let's be honest, who really likes turkey? I'm not trying to be mean. Who really likes turkey? If you really like turkey, please type it. Please put it in the comments. Say, yeah, I really like turkey. I'm not anti-turkey. Okay, I'm not anti-turkey. But, you know, turkey is not always the highlight. But we always deep fry our turkey, so it tastes good and it's juicy. It is really good the way we cook it. But I just got to be honest. I just don't. I need something else. So ham is always good. And usually I get a honey baked ham, or sometimes I make it, but you figure out what your meats are going to be. Now, another thing that I do a lot of when I'm checking something, hold on. Why fried turkeys? Oh, you fry your turkey too. Kimberly says she fry. Yeah, we fry ours, and that's the only way we'll eat it, Kimberly. If it's not fried, we don't want to eat it because it's not going to taste good. So, but I suggest that. But anyway, figure that out. So one of the things I also do when I'm cooking a lot, I like to make cooking food. Okay. And I know this sounds like I'm being extra, but I'm just telling y'all the truth, right? So I'll start like Monday with my prep. And from then I'll say, okay, Monday I'll be doing things like I'll make pie crust. We'll talk about that. And then Tuesday you got stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I'll make usually like Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. I'll make one time I think I did like a leg of lamb or just something to have that we can just stop and, nibble on the whole day, and some crackers around, almost like a charcuterie board. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot of fun, and you get really hungry while you're cooking, but I don't usually eat after I cook, especially if I cook a lot. I just can't get myself to eat afterwards. I don't know. Maybe I've tasted the whole time. I don't know. But also when I get busy, I don't eat. It's a bad thing. My kids don't understand it. My husband doesn't understand it, and neither do I. But I can't. I'll forget to eat. If I'm busy, I'll forget. So one of the things I do when I'm cooking big like this is make something that we can nibble on all day. So as my mom is in, if she's helping me, or my daughter's helping me, or my son, or whoever, and as they come in through the kitchen and all that kind of stuff, they can all just have some, and we can say, oh, give me this. Oh, let me get a bite of this. And they don't have to mess with the food that's actually for the day. So I advise that. Think about that. Cooking food. You don't have to make something. I do too much. Okay. Admittedly, I'm extra. Okay. But what you can also do is just order something, figure out what Sarah says she's the same way. You can find what you like and order it from Uber or whatever, or DoorDash, have it brought there so you can eat. Because it's nothing worse than cooking a bunch of food and being hungry. Because then your attitude will get bad, right? And then the food won't taste right. Okay, the food will stop tasting good to you, and the reason it will stop tasting good to you is because you're hungry and you're mad, and so everything is going to be like, oh, you're going to be upset, you're going to be eating it, you're going to oversee. It's just going to go bad. Do not be hungry, okay? Y'all understand me, and I appreciate that. Let me see. Somebody says they like chicken wings dipped in barbecue sauce. Ooh, okay. You know what? Wings. That might be the ticket. Y'all seen my lemon pepper wing video? Maybe I'll just do wings and we'll have wings all around. Ooh, thank you, Kimberly. Girl, you just hooked the sister up. Like, for real, you hooked me up. All right, so that's the first part of your planning, guys. Make your menu so you know what you're going to make, okay? And then get ready for your cooking food so you know how you're going to keep yourself together. Oh, Lord, my husband just responded. Yep, wings. Oh, you hear the microwave? Hold on, I'm going to call not the microwave, the oven. Mama, can you come help me? My mama's going to come get this out the oven, y'all. I got a dish in there for tomorrow. But yes, so wings. Okay, you said that, and now Shane heard you, so he's going to want wings. Here's the mittens. And we can just get to, okay. So that's that, right? Okay, now what I make on Monday, the first thing I do, what I love to start with, Monday for me is like my major prep day. Okay, so first thing is I'm going to make pie crust. So I'll have a list of my desserts. That's another thing in your menu. What desserts are you going to have, right? Because you need to know. You can't just decide. You can't decide at the last minute to make a lemon meringue pie because it needs time to set. You can't just all of a sudden come up and be, ooh, let's have some banana pudding. It don't work like that, boo. Can you get it right here, Mom? Over here? Can you reach? Okay. Or no? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get the cake. There. And then just get this in. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gone. I'm still here. I'm checking to make sure something is done. Is it done? Woo-hoo! Oh, I cannot wait to share this with y'all tomorrow. Seriously, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share this with y'all tomorrow. Okay, so what I was saying, how's my back feeling? Better, Sarah. I just started physical therapy. So that was kind of painful, but it's getting better. And I'm going to be okay for Thanksgiving. If they have to prop me up on a stool, I'm going to do this. Okay, Monday for me is prep day. So I love to make pies and all kinds of things. And then I also recommend make extra because it's always going to end up, you're going to need another one of whatever it is you have in mind, right? So I'll make, I don't know, I do pie crust 2 at a time. My recipe is for 2 pie crusts. So I might make 6 pie crusts, do the recipe 3 times, right? And because I know I'm going to make at least 2 sweet potato pies. I know I'm probably going to make at least 2 a pecan pie, right? Maybe a buttermilk pie. You see what I'm saying? So it just makes sense, but I would rather have too much pie crust because you can always freeze them and use them later, right? But I'm telling you, if you don't have them, there's nothing worse than all of a sudden, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't need that, okay? You do not need that. So make your pie crust ahead of time. Make a really good grocery list. Now, these things sound basic, but I promise you, people mess up on this. I cannot tell you how many times I'm in the grocery store and somebody's saying, what else do I need? I'm trying to make, excuse me, miss, do you know how to make? And I'm like, did you not make a list? Make a list. And I like to put it in categories. Okay. Somebody, hold on. What's that? I put mine in categories. So like I'll put all the produce together, all the dried like grocery things like together, all the meat stuff together, all the seasonings together, the liquids together, the dairy together. And it just makes the process quicker so I can go through the store and get each thing at a time. Now, how I recommend you do this, I like to make my list, okay? My menu. And then next to the menu item, I put down like the main items that I need for it, right? So if I got macaroni and cheese on the list, I'm going to need macaroni, I'm going to need noodles, cheese, eggs, right? Cream. Okay, the next I've got candied yams. Well, I'm going to need yams, brown sugar, butter, right? Once I finish all of that, then I have in my mind how much I need. So when I put down heavy cream, right, on the grocery list, well, when I'm at the store, do I know if I need 1 or 4? Well, I can look at the list before I go and say, I look and say, okay, so I need heavy cream for my macaroni and cheese, and I need heavy cream for my cream spinach, and I need heavy cream for my mashed potatoes. Okay, so I probably need 3 quarts, right? Or 2.5. Let me get 3 quarts. So then I can put 3 quarts of heavy cream. You see what I'm saying? It just makes it easier because you put down eggs, and then you get to the store and you're like, well, oh, a dozen eggs should be fine. And you get home and 2 of the cakes you plan to make take 5 eggs each, and you're done. You're out. That's 10 eggs. There's only 2 left in there. You can't do nothing with 2 eggs. Nothing but scramble them. You get what I'm saying? So I like to write the item down, write the food from the menu, and then the main things I need next to it. Then go back and figure out how much I need. Another tip I do is when I'm grocery shopping for Thanksgiving is with something like sweet potatoes. So you buy sweet potatoes bulk, right? They're individually, okay? And you put them, right? What I like to do, instead of just, because I've made this mistake before in my early days, if I figure out how many sweet potatoes, how many pounds I need, just get them all and put them all in one big thing. Okay, that's not good. I do not recommend that, because when you get home, you're not going to remember, oh, I needed 3 pounds for my pies. I needed 2 pounds for my yams. I needed 1 pound for, you see what I'm saying? It gets difficult to remember. And you can always pull out a kitchen scale and go about it. But be honest with me, you want to pull out a kitchen scale when you got everything out in your kitchen cooking? No, you don't, neither do I. So what I do is when I'm doing something like that, on that list where I have candied yams, sweet potato pies, I need 3 pounds of 3 pounds of yams for my sweet potato pies, and we'll say 2 pounds for candied yams. So I put those separate. I don't put 5 pounds. I list 3 pounds, 2 pounds. Then when I put them in the bag, I do one bag, weigh it at the 3 pounds, a separate bag, weigh the 2 pounds. That way, the things that I need for individual recipes, but it's the same thing, something like sweet potatoes, it's already separated when I get home. So when I get home, one bag is going to be this big, one bag is going to be this big. This is the 3 pound, this is the 2 pound. You get what I'm saying? Those are little tips that sound like, oh, of course, but I'm telling you, they will make your shopping trip easier, because you got the plan to go to the grocery store for Thanksgiving. You can't just wander in. No, okay? That doesn't happen. No wandering. Okay? But this will seriously help you, because then there's nothing worse. Also, you're going to forget something. Okay? You're going to forget something. Okay? I always forget something. But try to minimize how much you forget. Okay? Does that make sense? Minimize how much you forget. All right. Now, also get extra things, because even with all the planning in the world, some stuff you just miss. Example, make sure you get yourself some milk. Okay? Get a half gallon of milk, whole milk, because everything you cook for Thanksgiving, we don't diet on Thanksgiving. Amen? Right. So make sure you get yourself some milk, and always make sure you've got some vinegar, white vinegar. Why? I'm going to tell you. Because if you need buttermilk for something, buttermilk is a hard one, right? And the reason I say buttermilk is a hard one is because you'll be thinking, I'm going to make biscuits, right? And then I got cream. And you'll put down like bee milk, on the list or something. And then it happens, right? And sometimes you go to the store and they have buttermilk with like low fat, like, oh, low fat, ultra pasteurized 2%. Don't buy that. That doesn't, no. You'll be better to make your own. But anyway, the point is, if you take, for every 1 cup of milk, if you put about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of vinegar in there, white vinegar, and let it sit, it will curdle and become buttermilk for you. So that way you've got yourself something that in case something happens, oh, boom, you've got buttermilk. Okay. Now, the other thing I recommend, all of your basic spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, poultry seasoning, sage, all that stuff, right? Buy one more. Buy another one, okay? This is something I always mess up on too, okay? Because I go to the store and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that. Oh, yeah, I got that. And I know you can always take inventory of your pantry before you go. But the truth is, with Thanksgiving cooking, you're doing so much cooking, even if you take inventory, you're probably going to use everything in there up and need some more. So just get another thing of nutmeg, get another thing of cinnamon, get another thing, okay? You know what I'm saying? Now, some of them like poultry seasoning. You might not use that except, every now and then. So get a small one, but you don't want to run out, okay? Now, next thing I always recommend is do a separate basket or trip for beverages. And you're like, what do you mean? It's a lot to concentrate on just what you're going to cook and making sure you've got everything you need for cooking. Important, right? But then once you add the beverages on top of it, first of all, your basket's full. Where are you going to put the stuff? Okay. But secondly, you want to make sure that you're actually thinking about it, because you hate it if you've done all this work for a meal and you have nothing to drink except some cans of Sprite because you forgot. Now, I'm not down in Sprite. I love Sprite. Okay. I'm not down on it. Don't hear that. But I'm just saying, think about it. But sometimes make a separate trip, right? So I'll make like beverage trip. I want sparkling cider, and then I want to get some cranberry juice, and I want to get this and this, and have in mind how you want to put it all together. And it's easier to just plan that part of the meal on a clear mind, okay, as opposed to trying to just keep everything going at the same time. Make sense? Okay, I know y'all think I'm being silly, but I'm telling you, y'all are acting like everybody know this, but you're also frantically taking notes because you want to get this down. I don't blame you. I would too. Another tip: buy aluminum pans and extra foil. Okay. Now, aluminum pans will save the day. Everybody gets one for the turkey, right? The big one for the turkey. You need 3 of those. Don't say, oh, but I only got 1 turkey. You need 1 to hold the turkey in while you're seasoning it, right? Then you need another one to take this turkey out to when you go to cook it or whatever you're going to do. When you pull it out, you need another one to put it in, because you don't want to put the cooked turkey on top of where the raw turkey was. You hurt somebody like that. And you need an extra one because in the midst of all of that, something's going to happen and you're going to need to put something else in that. 3, at least 3 turkey pans, okay? I'm just telling y'all what I know. Get the big stack of foil trays, the rectangular ones, because you can cook everything more or less in a foil tray. And if you do that, now I'm going to say this, and I know some of y'all are going to have a heart attack when I say it, because I know my audience. Throw those away when you're done. Now, I am not saying as a general rule, okay, to just throw foil pans away. But on Thanksgiving, you are doing so much cooking. You will have so many dishes to wash. It will be so much work keeping up with everything. Just go ahead and accept in your mind that these trays for this day are going in the trash. So when you cook your dressing, and then you cook your mac and cheese, and you cook your yams, everything in those trays, you can put them on a fancy plate to serve if you want to. Do however you do it. But that tray, we don't have to save them that day. Okay, that's your first Christmas gift to yourself. Throw that sucker away. Okay, I'm just telling you what I know. Let it go. Easy clean. You have, somebody say easy cleanup. You really want to think in terms of easy cleanup. Another thing I suggest is that you get to-go containers, especially if you're going to invite people, right? So what I usually do I have one? Okay, this is not the exact size I have, but this is an example, like a to-go container. See, I have these, and then I also have, hold on, so I want y'all to see exactly what I'm talking about. I get these, right? So when people come over, and folks always want to take something home, right? And that's all, I mean, if that's how y'all roll, it's okay. If you tell them everything that leave what you got to leave in your belly, then they got to respect that. But if you're going to let them take food home, I like to get these. They have them at Costco. They also have them at Target, and you can get them on Amazon. And you make a rule. You say, okay, everybody can take 1. Whatever you can get in that 1, that's what you can take home. Or you can say everybody gets 2. But basically, you stop people from just rummaging around your table, loading up and going home like they just grocery shopped. You know what I'm saying? At a buffet or something. Get your containers. Everybody gets 1. You can, if whatever you can fit in 1 or 2 or whatever your number is, that's what you can take. And that also makes it easier. So then you don't have people saying, she got more than I got. Well, if both of you got 1. I don't know what else to tell you. That is what it is. Okay. Next thing I'm going to advise: desserts. Make sure you vary dessert. You got to have the right combination of pies, cakes, and cobblers. Okay. And make sure you have vanilla or whatever flavor ice cream, because them cobblers, when you heat them cobblers up and drop that good old ice cream on it, that sets it off. I'm telling you that ice cream will set a cobbler off. And also have you some whipped cream. Now you can decide if you want to make your whipped cream, because making whipped cream is not difficult to do. All you need is that heavy whipping cream. I say buying cream. That should be one of your items. One of the items on your list would be whipped cream. Think of everything you'll need, right? You'll need whipped cream for the sweet potato pie. You can decide to make it or buy it. So you can put heavy cream and buy an extra one for that, or you can buy you some Cool Whip. Y'all still eat Cool Whip? I like Cool Whip. Am I the only person who like Cool Whip? Oh Lord, I hope not. Anyway, Cool Whip is good to me. But make it yourself. Just get it, know that's just what you're gonna do, and get it done. All right. Now, I'm gonna give you one more tip. I'm almost done, y'all. Because I'm telling you, this is a lot. This is just some of the stuff that I know you need to know, because y'all's my family. Stock up on your Better Than bouillon. You have 1 jar now, right? You have 1 jar. That is not enough. Get another one so you have at least 2. I recommend 3, at least 2. You will need this for chicken broth for your gravy, right? You're going to need it for your dressing. You will probably need it for your greens. You will need it for your green beans. You will need a lot of chicken broth, okay? Get enough Better Than bouillon so that you are not scraping around like, oh my God, I don't have any chicken broth. Don't do that. Put this on your list, okay? Get 3, at least 3 of these. If you're going to make breads, I always make yeast rolls. If you're going to do homemade breads for Thanksgiving, time it. Now, think about what you're going to do, okay? So if you're going to make yeast rolls, right, and they need a couple hours to rise, and then they got to punch them down, and you got to form them, give them a second rise, and they got to bake, right? If you put your dough in the refrigerator at the night before, okay, say you go ahead and make it all up, and you have your refrigeration, put the dough in the refrigerator for its rise. It will rise slower because the coldness of the refrigerator will slow down the process. But you will also, get, in honesty, get a deeper flavor. You'll get a much more rich flavor from it. So think to yourself, do I want to be fooling around with yeast on Thanksgiving morning? So maybe not. Why don't I do this? Make it the night before. Go ahead and get your dough made up and everything. Put it in the fridge so it can rise in the fridge slowly. Now, first thing in the morning, take it out though, because it's so cold, it needs time to get back to room temperature. If it doesn't get back to room temperature, it's not going to bake right. And then you're going to be really upset, as you should be, okay? So you put it in there first thing in the morning, take it out so it can start getting to room temperature, and then do your rolls, let them give the second rise, and go from there, okay? Just think about it. Pie crust on Monday, start your yeast or whatever you're going to be doing for homemade breads on Wednesday. Wednesday is dessert day for me. All I do all day Wednesday is cook desserts. And I love it. Somebody's asking me a question. Hold on. Let me find it. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I'm doing 2 things at once. Oh, Lord. And I can't tell. What did it say? Somebody says, CJ, I'm sorry. I'm not cooking tonight. Oh, well, that's not true. I'm prepping for a segment. I'm going to be on Fox 5 here in DC tomorrow doing a big segment on Thanksgiving food. So I've been cooking all day. So today my kitchen looks like this because this is what it looks like when you prep for a TV segment. And I'm just giving some tips on how to prepare for your Thanksgiving. All right. So anything else I'm missing, you guys? I just wanted to throw those out there. Okay. One more thing. If you're going to fry your turkey, somebody says, I don't have a committee. I have a team, but they're not a committee. They're a team. If you're going to fry your turkey or something like we do, put your dressing in last, right? So turkeys take 3 to 5 minutes per pound to fry. My husband and I have this part down to a science. We've been doing this so many years. When the turkey's ready, when he's like, all right, I'm about to drop her, that's when the dressing goes in the oven. And by the time the turkey's done, the dressing's ready too. And it works perfect every time. But, do you? If you're having people over and you want them to bring something, that's fine. Just don't have them bring something that you know they can't make. Don't set people up. Okay? If you know they don't know how to make yams, don't ask them to bring yams. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay to not, you don't have to do that. But if, because you're setting yourself up and you're setting them up and everybody else, because you know you're not going to like it. Okay. Because you know they can't cook. You get what I'm saying? So why'd you ask them to bring the yams? Don't do that. Ask them to bring some Sister Schubert's rolls so you have extra bread. You get me? Just be reasonable with it. All right. Okay, family. I have tons more tips, but those are the main ones. I actually wrote up uh, a post for my website called Shane Says They Can Bring the Plates. Well, he says that because we host most years, except like the last with COVID and stuff. But I always cook everything. But I cook everything not because I have friends who can cook. I don't. That's not why I cook everything. I cook everything because I, honest to goodness, love doing it, and it's just wonderful to me being in the kitchen for all of those days, starting Monday. It's just, it makes my heart so happy. So, but if a friend is like, no, I want to make this, and I know they can cook, which most of my friends can cook, I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But that's why he said bring the plates, because I usually do all the cooking on purpose. I love it. Oh, and my little baby's walking by. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. If you need any last minute menus or questions, let me know. Oh, that's what I was telling y'all. Hold on. I did a post, for my website, my blog, called The 10 Rules of Being a Thanksgiving Guest. And I'm deciding if I want to post it or not, because I'm not talking about anybody. I was just like thinking of things, and I made a list of 10 things. But I don't want anybody who's a friend of mine, because I still have personal friends on here who know me and who come to my house. I don't want anybody to think I'm talking about them, because I'm not. I honestly am not. Okay. So I got to figure out if I'm going to post this or not, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings unintentionally. Maybe I should put a disclaimer at the top of it. It says, disclaimer, this does not refer to or relate to anybody who has spent Thanksgiving with me or is a friend of mine. We are blessed with good friends who don't do the things that are listed on this list. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to post it. Kimberly said I should post it. And when I do, okay, you guys, I'm going to put the link up on my page. All right, let me make sure I got everything. Hold on. Before I let you guys go, I'm going to sign off because I got to finish. The other thing about TV is you got to be there early. TV happens early in the morning. Someone says, do you have to brine a turkey before frying? That's a YouTube question. No, you don't have to brine it. You probably actually don't want to brine it, because that's just going to put a whole lot of extra liquid in it. And then when you put that liquid in the oil, I don't know if that works well. We do, however, season it the night before. We inject it. We usually do like a Cajun butter or something. So whatever you want to do for frying, inject it the night before. We put the rub and everything on it so she can have the whole night to just sit in that goodness. That's always worked. We've never had a dry turkey from injecting. Okay, that's on. Let me check. I'm checking on YouTube as well. Any other questions? Hold on. What's this one? Some crazy don't like me. Oh yeah, some people like to be at home on Thanksgiving, and that's always good. Another good suggestion. Someone talks about. Remember, I said tell them they can all have one. Amazon has 3 dividers of 3. You can order those, or tell them to bring their own or whatever. Okay, let me see. Is that it? They said they'll print it. Okay. All right, guys. I look at Shane. So he's getting ready. He's like, we inject it and then we rub it. Because that's the thing. And our kids name the turkey every year. This year, the turkey is a boy. Last year's turkey was a girl. They named her Cora Ann Tina Rogers. Cora and Tina Rogers. I know it's corny, but it was fun. This year's a boy. I don't know what they're going to come up with. Every year they come up with something new. So, well, I love you guys. I love you. I love you so much. Best way to scramble eggs in the microwave. Don't. I don't know, Jonathan. I haven't cooked eggs in the microwave in a long time. I'll have to look that one up for you. I do have a video on the best way to scramble them on the stove and get them soft and fluffy, but I don't know about it in the microwave. You testing me, Jonathan. I'm gonna find out something for you though. I love you guys. If you have any last minute questions, be sure to just ask me, send me a message. I'll do my best to get to it and answer you. Look for that post on the 10 rules for being a good Thanksgiving guest. And if you know me personally, I'm not talking about you. I promise. All right, guys. I love you so much. Have a wonderful week. I will not see you next week because I'm going to be having a turkey coma. And I hope you will be too. We will not be live next Thursday night, but I'll see you the week after that when we start getting ready for Christmas. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Have a blessed evening. Happy cooking.